Ooh. What's up, y'all? Thanks so much for clicking on the video. My name is Leah, and baby, let's get into the drama of it all. Y'all, Karen going to jail. Oh, Jesus. Karen is going to jail. So let's talk about it. Karen. Mm. I knew she was going to go to jail. I knew it. I knew she was going to go to jail, but like actually having it come to fruition, it's just, it hurts my heart. And I know a lot of people don't have sympathy for Karen, and I can understand that. This is her fourth DUI. Something has to give. But I still don't want to see that lady at 61 years old in jail. I just don't. I just don't. And I did not expect them to send her to jail for a year. I thought at least she would get like 6 months or like 5 months, but like a year in jail, I was like, dang. And Maryland ain't no joke when it comes to like DUI offenses. So I'm just like, my goodness. But it also is just like actions and consequences. Like, this is the consequences of your actions. Like, you too old to be drinking and driving, especially this being your fourth DUI. But it just hurts my heart that like she's in jail. Like, they are probably right now booking her. Like, they're getting her jail cell prepared, giving her cot and her blankets and all of that stuff and her clothing. And she really gonna be in jail for a year. And I don't like it, but it had to happen. Like, it's what she gets for her behavior. But I still don't like it. I don't. But shouts out to the We Go podcast. So I think the lady who runs the YouTube and the Twitter account, her name is Taria. She was actually at the courthouse giving us live updates because I totally forgot that Karen was getting sentenced today. I was about to prepare to record for Married to Medicine and do that review. And then I get on Twitter and everyone's like, oh my God, Karen gets sentenced at 9:30. I said, oh my God, today is the 26th. She's definitely getting sentenced. And when I tell you, I got nervous. I got so nervous for her. And here we are. Here we are, a year in jail, Karen. But I wanted to read the We Go podcast tweets, and then I was going to read the Fox 5 or Fox DC 5 or whatever they call it article because it adds more context. So let's get into these tweets. And again, shouts out to the We Go podcast, Taria. She has a YouTube channel, and I appreciate these live updates, okay? So let's get into it. So she starts off by saying this: live at the courthouse, closed hearing, but court is in session. The next tweet she has, I'm inside now. She goes on to say Karen's lawyer just gave a statement from Karen to the judge that he read silently. The next tweet she has is, I have eyes on Ray, her cousin that was on the show, and I can confirm she has the 613 hair in with the black roots. Karen gonna keep that 613 in her head. So the next tweet was, her lawyer is presenting reasons to the judge why she went to this type of recovery center she went to. He said you have to make it appealing for people to step away from their everyday lives, sort of like an incentive to get help. And a lot of people were upset with this tweet, but I feel like what the lawyer is saying is true. As many episodes of intervention that I have watched, most of the rehab facilities have been very nice. Like, they be doing yoga, they get like catered meals, horseback riding. Like, you do have to make it appealing to somebody for them to leave the comforts of their own home and their addiction to actually go to a rehab facility and get help. So the next tweet says she went to a place called Right Turn for 48 hours. It is a place with rooms meant to look like jail cells so she could experience what it's like. She also has a continuing relationship with her therapist. Some people were also confused by this tweet. I don't think Karen just went to that one place for 48 hours. I think that she went to rehab because I remember reading something saying that she checked herself into a rehab facility. And then I think she also did this as as well. She goes on to say she has signed up to participate in a program where she has a handheld breath device. It will require her to blow 4 times a day. The results go to whomever she chooses. It says Ray is getting ready to testify. It says Ray said the kids are a little hurt by this. Her lawyer asked if Ray was aware of everything that Karen has done in a few months to get help. He says yes. He told the judge Karen is doing well and has recovered from the accident, and Karen is crying. Your girl, I cried too. That man up there trying to help you out. And it says, she goes on to say, Ray is 77, and I have to say he looks good and gets around good. When I say I hope Ray does not, like, nothing bad happens to Ray while Karen is in prison, because this makes me think of what happened to Teresa while she was in prison. Her mama died. And I don't remember how old Teresa's mom was, but I hope and pray that Ray is surrounded, and his kids, like Raven, and I don't remember her son's name, they're surrounded with nice people, good people around them for this entire year. And, you know, they can check up on Ray while he, you know, out here by himself. Because, you know, he might move to Florida because, you know, he's been wanting to move to Florida. But hopefully he's okay. And I hope, like, her kids are okay as well. It goes on to say the lawyer said she's a good person, has been gracious through this experience. He has asked the judge for a suspended sentence, 3 years probation, AA twice per week, and make therapy a condition. And another thing, but I couldn't hear because of people ruffling around. The next tweet is the prosecutor isn't really buying the reasons given for Karen choosing that recovery spot. It says, okay, it says the prosecutor is running down her other offenses and says something has to give. She understands people getting a second chance, but this is her 4th. She has got second chances. She has got second chances. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. She has already got second chances. Okay, so the next one said Karen is speaking. It says Karen is speaking. She is apologizing for bringing this to trial and was arrogant in thinking she could handle alcohol. Yeah, girl, this should have never went to trial, Karen. You should have just took what they was going to give you and kept it pushing. Because I also found out that had she just pled guilty, I don't think the body cam footage would have been accessible because she went to trial and made it public record. So it was available to the public. It says, she goes on to say, the judge is reading Karen's actions on that body cam footage to filth. Yeah, Karen. Ooh, girl. It says the judge said Karen is no stranger to drinking while driving on our roads. When she got a PBJ in 2007, one would think Miss Huger learned her lesson. In 2008, before the ink was dry on the other one, she was arrested again. He is not playing. Let me look what a PBJ meaning. Oh, okay. It says probation before judgment. Probation before judgment. Okay, that's what a PBJ means. Probation before judgment. Okay. So the next tweet goes, he said Karen had the hang of working the system prior to 2011. All warnings went in one ear and out the other, but she remained untethered. That's true, girl. Arrogancy is what got you in this situation. That hubris is what got you in this situation. It goes on to say the judge with this saying the judge says, how about a program without a summer connotation? I guess basically saying, girl, you're not getting out anytime soon. Next thing you know, she said, y'all, I think Karen is going to jail. And then she said the judge has sentenced Karen to 2 years with 1 year suspended. Yep. It says Karen has been sentenced to 2 years with 1 year suspended. It goes on to say, Karen has 30 days to appeal his decision and 90 days to ask the judge for a reconsideration to get him to lower it. And then she says, I believe they are taking her into custody right now. And then another person, binge worthy, said, "I'm completely unconsolable right now. WTF, Rock Nation, you will crumble." And then Taria said, "I'm screaming in my brain because I'm still in the courtroom." And so the second to last thing she said, as Karen was being taken into custody, she yelled, "Love you, Ray. God got you. Y'all be all right. God bless you." Girl, that would have, like, I promise you, had that been me, I'd be crying. I would be in tears as they escorted me to the to the back to be put in the jail cell. And then the last tweet I saw from the We Go podcast said, "Well, that was a ride. Court is over. I was just 2 steps away from Ray and the family. Can't find my car. I forgot the street I parked on. Send me." Let's read the article that was published by Fox 5 Washington, D.C. It says, Karen Huger, RHOP star, sentenced to 1 year. It said the Real Housewives of Potomac star Karen Huger was convicted of a DUI and other charges due to a car crash in March of 2024. Huger has been sentenced to 2 years with 1 year suspension. Body cam footage from the incident showed Huger visibly intoxicated, refusing a breathalyzer and a sobriety test. It says Fox 5's Bob Bernard reported live from the Montgomery County courthouse in Rockville, Maryland, where the judge in the case stated, "You were filled to the gills with alcohol." Yeah, girl, you should have known right then and there if you was going to jail. Oh, God, Karen. It says Huger entered the courthouse through the basement entrance without the presence of any cameras. Bernard reports that the only other person that testified besides Huger was her husband, Raymond Huger. Huger apologized to the judge, sharing that this was a wake-up call and she would attend AA meetings for the rest of her life. Huger also stated she would be an advocate for people, encouraging them not to drink and drive. The judge, in return, blasted the state guidelines. Despite the state looking for 6 months, the judge decided to sentence Huger to 1 year. According to Bernard, the judge stated Huger had 4 offenses in the last 17 years. What are you waiting for the 5th before we sentence you to jail? Huger wrote a letter to the 3 officers that were on the scene of that night and her arrest, apologizing and thanking them for their service. When Huger's DUI crash, jury guilty. Okay, so it says a jury found her guilty out of 5 out of 6 charges, including driving under the influence, negligent driving, failure to control speed, failure to notify authorities and address changes. She was acquitted for reckless driving. During the trial, the body cam footage witnesses testified revealed severity of how Huger's intoxication. EMT testified Huger swayed on her feet, blah, blah, blah. Huger, who is sentenced to check. I think that's all. Because I also saw people saying that she's also getting like 5 years of probation, but this article doesn't say anything about that. But yeah, keep your head up in there, Karen. Y'all know, like, keep your head up. Keep your head up, Karen. This sucks. And it's mainly because I like Karen, but it is what she deserves. Like, 4 DUIs, that's girl, you too old, like you too seasoned. 4 DUIs, girl, that's a lot. That is a lot. 1 DUI is too much, okay? So, like, it's what she deserves, but it still sucks in my opinion because I like her, you know? Even if I didn't like her, I feel like I still would be like, dang, because I've been watching this person for almost the past 10 years on reality TV and now they're going to jail. It's like when somebody dies on reality TV, you feel some type of way because you feel like you know these people, but you don't know them. It's like a very surreal experience. The same way I feel about like right now. But yeah, I mean, I hope her family's okay. I hope they're surrounded by good people. I hope nothing bad happens to Karen while she in prison. Well, in jail. Because prison and jail are 2 different things. But I did hear online that some people said the way that they do sentencing in Maryland, if she has good behavior, she might be out earlier than the year, or they might like bump down how they take care of her in the sense of like she might be in jail for like 6 months. Then they might bump her down to like one of those like camps, and then she might get bumped down to a halfway house. I don't know. I'm hoping For me, I hope she gets she might get out for good behavior. We see Jen Shaw's sentence keep getting lessened and lessened and lessened. So I mean, Karen, do your best to put on that grand dame charm and get your way up out of there. I also hope she gets the help she needs, but I don't know if that's gonna happen in jail. We know jail does not rehabilitate everybody. It actually makes things worse because they be making alcohol and drugs in jail like it's nothing. So I don't know. I really don't know. But I do hope this is a wake-up call for Karen, that she realizes that you've been blessed not to harm yourself in further, or harm other people, or take anybody's life, or take your life. So now this is the opportunity for you to reevaluate some things for yourself. I don't know. I wonder what's going to happen to Potomac. A lot of people feel like the show can continue without Karen, but I don't believe that. And the only reason why I'm saying that is, even though the reunion is really enjoyable, like I've been enjoying the reunion, I don't know if they can recreate that for another, for season 11. No, season 10, I mean. I don't know if they can recreate that for season 10. I don't know. I'm looking forward to see if they can, but I don't know if they can. You know what I mean? But yeah, it is what it is at this point. We probably won't see Karen until season 11 or 12. But, that's life. Don't drink and drive, y'all. So yeah, y'all, that is it. That is all. And as always, remember to be bravely authentic, and definitely hop down in them comments below. Share your thoughts with me. Subscribe and like the video. And I'm out, y'all. Deuces.